Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989, at the Reading Hospital in West Reading, Pennsylvania. She was named after singer-songwriter James Taylor and has Scottish and German heritage. At age 9, Swift became interested in musical theatre and performed in 4 Berks Youth Theatre Academy productions. She also traveled regularly to New York City for vocal and acting lessons. She later shifted her focus towards country music, inspired by Shania Twain songs, and spent her weekends performing at local festivals and events. After watching a documentary about Faith Hill, Swift felt sure she needed to move to Nashville, Tennessee to pursue a career in music. She traveled with her mother at age 11 to visit Nashville record labels and submitted demo tapes to Dolly Parton and the Chicks karaoke covers. She was rejected because the amateur stage in the city was already oversaturated, so Swift began working on a way to be different in order to break through the sea of budding artists. When she was around 12 years old, computer repairman and local musician Ronnie Kremer taught her to play guitar. He helped with her first efforts as a songwriter, leading her to write Lucky You. In 2003, Swift and her parents started working with New York-based talent manager Dan Dimitrov. With his help, Swift modeled for Abercrombie & Fitch as part of their Rising Stars campaign, had an original song included on a Maybelline compilation CD, and attended meetings with major record labels. After performing original songs at RCA Records Showcase, Swift was given an artist development deal and began making frequent trips to Nashville with her mother. There, she worked with experienced music role songwriters such as Tro Verges, Brett Beavers, Brett James, Mac McAnally, and formed a lasting working relationship with Liz Rose. They began meeting for 2-hour writing sessions every Tuesday afternoon after school. Rose felt the sessions were some of the easiest she'd ever done. The fruits of her hard work paid off, and Swift became the youngest artist signed by the Sony ATV Tree Publishing House, but left the Sony-owned RCA Records at the age of 14. At an industry showcase at Nashville's Bluebird Cafe in 2005, Swift caught the attention of Scott Borchetta, a DreamWorks record executive who was preparing to form an independent record label, Big Machine Records. Swift became one of Big Machine's first signings. She began working on her debut album, Taylor Swift, shortly after. She wrote 3 of the album's songs alone and co-wrote the remaining 8 with Rose, Robert Ellis Oral, Brian Mayer, and Angelo Petraglia. The album was released on October 24, 2006, peaking at number 5 at the US Billboard 200, where it spent 157 weeks, the longest stay on the chart by any release in the US in the 2000s decade. She spent much of 2006 promoting Taylor Swift with a radio tour, television appearances, and opening for Rascal Flatts on select dates during their 2006 tour after they fired their previous opening act, Eric Church, for playing longer than his allotted time. Church joked that Swift should give him her first gold record as thanks for getting fired. She sent him her first gold record with a note that said, "Thanks for playing too long and too loud on the Flatts tour. I sincerely appreciate it, Taylor." With her single Our Song released on September 10, 2007, Swift became the youngest person to single-handedly write and sing a #1 song on Billboard's Hot Country Songs. She was one of the recipients of the Nashville Songwriters Association's Songwriter Artist of the Year in 2007, becoming the youngest person to be honored with the title. Swift's second studio album, Fearless, was released on November 11, 2008. You Belong With Me was the album's highest charting single on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 2. The Fearless Tour, Swift's first headlining concert tour, grossed over $63 million. In 2009, the music video for You Belong With Me was named Best Female Video at the MTV Video Music Awards. Her acceptance speech was interrupted by rapper Kanye West, an incident that became the subject of controversy, widespread media attention, and many internet memes. That year, she won 5 American Music Awards, including Artist of the Year and Favorite Country Album. The album ranked number 99 on NPR's 2017 list of the 150 greatest albums made by women. Billboard named her 2009's Artist of the Year, and she won Video of the Year and Female Video of the Year for Love Story at the 2009 CMT Music Awards. In August 2010, Swift released Mine, the lead single from her third studio album, Speak Now. It entered the US Billboard Hot 100 at number 3. Speak Now released on October 25, 2010, and debuted atop the Billboard 200 with first-week sales of 1 million copies. It became the fastest-selling digital album by a female artist, with 278,000 downloads in a week, earning Swift an entry in the 2010 Guinness World Records. Rolling Stone placed Speak Now at number 45 in its 2012 list of the 50 best female albums of all time, writing, quote, "She might get played on the country station, but she's one of the few genuine rock stars we've got these days, with a flawless ear for what makes a song click." The Speak Now World Tour ran from February 2011 to March 2012 and grossed over $123 million. Swift's fourth studio album, titled Red, was released on October 22, 2012. The album incorporates new genres for Swift such as heartland rock, dubstep, and dance pop. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with first-week sales of 1.21 million copies. This made Swift the first female to have 2 million-selling album openings, another entry in the Guinness World Records. It was Swift's first number 1 album in the UK. Following that success, Taylor launched the Red Tour, which ran from March 2013 to June 2014, grossing over $150 million and becoming the highest-grossing country tour when it completed. Swift was named Billboard's Woman of the Year in 2014, becoming the first artist to win the award twice. Her sixth studio album, Reputation, was released on November 10, 2017. The album incorporates heavy electropop sound with hip-hop, R&B, and EDM influences. Yet again, it debuted atop the Billboard 200, with first-week sales of 1.21 million copies. With this achievement, Swift became the first act to have 4 albums sell 1 million copies within 1 week in the US. In April 2018, she was featured on Sugarland's Babe from their album Bigger. In support of Reputation, she embarked on her Reputation Stadium Tour, which ran from May to November 2018. In the US, the tour grossed $266.1 million in box office and sold over 2 million tickets, breaking Swift's own record of the highest-grossing US tour by a woman, which was previously held by her 1989 World Tour in 2015. Reputation was nominated for Best Pop Vocal Album at the 61st Annual Grammy Awards in 2019. At the American Music Awards of 2018, Swift won Artist of the Year and Favorite Pop Rock Female Artist. After the 2018 AMAs, Swift garnered a total of 23 awards, becoming the most awarded female musician in AMA history, a record previously held by Whitney Houston. Swift is one of the most followed people on social media. As of April 2021, she has approximately 176 million followers on Instagram, 88.6 million followers on Twitter, and 42.1 million subscribers on YouTube. She joined TikTok on August 23, 2021, becoming the fastest user to amass 100,000 followers after her first upload in 34 minutes, and surpassed 1.5 million followers on the first day. She has sold over 50 million albums, including 37.3 million in the USA and 150 million singles worldwide. She has amassed more than 114 million units in global album consumption, which includes 78 billion streams as of May 2021. In 2019, Billboard placed her 8th on its Greatest of All-Time Artists chart. Swift is the longest-reigning act of Billboard Artist 100, with 48 weeks at number 1 on the chart. The solo act with the most cumulative weeks, 53, atop the Billboard 200. Only woman to spend a full year atop. The woman with the most Billboard Hot 100 entries in history, 136. And the artist with the most digital songs number 1s, 22. In August 2021, Swift became the first artist to have 5 albums chart for 150 weeks on Billboard 200, with 1989, Taylor Swift, Fearless, Red, and Reputation. Her total net worth in 2021 is $400 million, with a yearly salary of $150 million. An always hot topic of discussion is Swift's love life. Not one to be tied down, she has had her fair share of famous suitors, starting with Joe Jonas. Their relationship lasted only a few months from July to October 2008. Her next partner was the actor Taylor Lautner, their romance lasting from August to December 2009. At about that time, another actor drew her attention, namely Jake Gyllenhaal. The pair reportedly stayed together from October 2010 to January 2011. Her next conquest was the political heir Connor Kennedy, belonging to the famous clan of John F. Kennedy. Their relationship lasted from July to October 2012. Next came a brief period between December 2012 and January 2013, in which she dated Harry Styles. Swift's next relationship was with DJ Calvin Harris, born Adam Richard Wiles. The pair stayed together from March 2015 to June 2016. From June to September that same year, she dated actor Tom Hiddleston. Towards the end of 2016, it was rumored she began her long-standing relationship with British actor Joe Alwyn. The pair are still together in 2021.